Welcome to the Caribbean, where the lifestyle is laid back and the homes are absolutely fabulous. The first European visitor, Christopher Columbus, proclaimed it the most beautiful country that human eyes has ever seen. So it's no surprise that so many visitors have chosen to stay. Many residents were once visitors with the dream of living in a beautiful Caribbean island. And if one of these gorgeous homes fits my criteria, I wouldn't be the first visitor to call this beautiful country home. The Dominican Republic occupies the eastern two-thirds of the island of Hispaniola, which it shares with the Republic of Haiti. There is no place quite like this in the world. This is where the warm waters of Caribbean meet the Atlantic Ocean, which creates an unlikely mixture of influences. Nowhere else will you find a blending of European, African, and a native Taino Indian cultures. These distinct cultures still drive the social identity of the people today. In fact, it's difficult to visit the Dominican Republic without dreaming about living here. Whether it's the tropical weather, warm and friendly people, safe environment, technological development, or tax incentives, many visitors make their stay in the Dominican Republic a permanent one. There are also many financial incentives to living in this Caribbean oasis, like receiving a 50% exemption on property tax and exemption on the payment of taxes for household and personal items. These are just a few benefits to living in paradise. I met up with Nate Carter, a US national, to get a feel for the local flavor and see what extravagant properties were available for the taking. Why would I come and buy a house in Dominican Republic?
Well, close proximity to the United States. Never about 2 or 3 hours dependent from Miami or from New York. We have a plethora of cultures here.
You said that houses here are value for money. I mean, I've seen houses that should be triple the price, and they're not. Why is the price so much lower than the...
Affordability is a big attraction here. You can typically purchase a house here that may cost you, in some instances, double the price for the same style and the same proximity to the ocean. So affordability, because here, as you already know, the cost of living is a lot less.
This utopia is set right on the beach with exclusive access, which means the world is your oyster and pretty much anything goes. If the sea is not your fancy, the beachside pool is a great alternative to spend your time relaxing with a drink in hand. Any dream home starts with picking a dream location, and this beachfront home has it all. From the swank outdoor living area to the plush open interiors, this oasis on the sand is its own private retreat.
This area, it's like it is, it's hideaway.
Hideaway, and is that what it is? You're hiding away from everything else?
You're hiding away from everything. If you just come the road here in, you feel, now I'm in paradise.
How long did it take you to construct a house?
Exactly 1 year.
Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult because we ordered everything from Germany. I'm very lucky. My uncle, he has a big company in Germany who builds doors, kitchens, everything what is useful for the house. So I have seen here how other houses got the wood windows and everything, and I always said, no, I don't want to have this. I want to have it lighted up like the sun is inside.
To any owner, this location would be the definition of heaven on earth. Now, you mentioned this is paradise, but why Dominican Republic? I mean, there are so many other options. Why would you come and invest in an island like this?
In the Dominican Republic, it's really still something very special. You come over here and you are at home because the people are always so warm, so nice. They are always laughing. Party is very welcome to all the Dominicans.
This mega mansion, set on the perfect island location, cost 1.9 million, which is a deal considering its size and location. I'm only getting started in exploring the envy-inspiring island living. I'm sure the best is yet to come. Coming up, a home so over the top it should be a resort, and one that transports you to the Tuscany hills, when Behind the Gates returns. Welcome back to Behind the Gates. So far, we've had the pleasure of touring the impressive mega mansion on the North Coast. My next property was clearly a modern marvel with impressive architecture.
This home is located in one of the most desirable subdivisions here on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. We're very close, a matter of yards away from the Atlantic Ocean. Beautiful night breezes, beautiful scenery here throughout, tropical landscape. This particular home is 4.5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. The home is currently for sale and for rent. From the moment you enter to the moment there's a walkthrough, everything is meticulous. Careful planning, careful thought process. Price to sell, wonderful buy, and a great investment opportunity, or great for family living. Built primarily around outdoor living, tropical, yet luxurious.
Safety is not an issue, but for many the gated communities provide a sense of security, or perhaps a sense of familiarity.
Here in this particular subdivision, they pride themselves on security. Typically, Americans as well as Europeans that purchase homes here. As a matter of fact, along the North Coast in general. So my typical client is a professional who's looking for a second home, an investment property, or just a vacation home that they may utilize at some point in the year, typically in the colder months, and then rent out that property when they're not using it.
This house got many beautiful spots, but which one is the most attractive to the prospective client?
I would have to definitely say the master bedroom and the master bath. People are so impressed with the garden shower, as well as the size and space of it. Great views of the swimming pool from there. Secondly, probably would be the kitchen in which we're sitting right now, with its wonderful breast,
really cool.
with this wonderful nook with a glass floor that you're looking right into the pool.
Yeah, the pool is right underneath us.
Here poolside. Dutch oven, brick pizza oven, and an outdoor cabana for resting right along the side of the pool.
The construction materials used to build this home were mostly local. I believe you actually designed and constructed this house.
That is correct, yes.
Tell me about this house. How difficult it is to get a design past the authorities?
A little bit easier than North American standards. There's still, you have to have plans and architectural structure, engineering and things, but the processes are less red tape and a little more, they like the activity of construction and progression. So if you've got the finances to do it and rendered drawings that look solid, boom.
There is not much red tape going
No.
on. But basically, that means that this would be an architect's dream place. They can design and build what they like, really.
Absolutely. I mean, the landscape is just, as your palette, it's perfect to build here.
This over-the-top concrete jungle is beyond words. It feels like a different world and not a traditional island house. The next location would make any surfer in search of the perfect wave jealous. Well, this is a very interesting house. It does have everything that you need. You're right on the beach. Can you tell me about this house?
This is the dream.
It is.
Beautiful home on a beach, located on a tropical island. Great greenery, all around great views. A lot of modern conveniences, such as ultraviolet water system, solar powered energy, energy efficient home, an environment friendly home here, here in the Caribbean. So very spacious, a lot of outdoor living spaces, a lot of spacious windows, very open floor plan. All the rooms are spaced apart. This home is ideal for the right buyer, or even if someone just wanted to come and rent for a period of time.
And you are in a gated community as well.
The
You
most
have totally secure.
The most secure gated community here on the North Coast. We've seen several homes here. This by far is probably the most superior, but security is never, ever an issue here. This is the best security that you can ever possibly have.
The house is spread over 1.5 acres of ocean frontage. And the way I see it, maybe 2 or 3 homes sharing this beach. So in all intents and purposes, you have your own beach in front of your own house.
Right, with your own huge backyard.
Your own huge
You're looking at your beach.
I sat down with the owner to discuss what it takes to practically live by the water.
Having spent a number of years here on the island and renovating a number of other properties, learning many lessons of what works and what doesn't, I purchased the lot and then spent a few years planning for an indoor-outdoor home that would embrace the elements rather than trying to fight the elements. And I can tell you from the experience over the last 8 years since we started building the house that I don't want to fight the sea. I'd much rather embrace it. Living on the ocean is like living on a ship. Stainless steel and natural, you know, wood, stone, things that weather and age in harmony with the ocean and nature.
This state was practically underwater, and the furnishings were chosen to take on the salted atmosphere of living the island lifestyle. The island may not be the first place to come to mind when you think of tropical paradise, but it should. The stunning backdrops and the clear water deserve the attention of visitors with a sense of escape. When we return, the lavish property large enough to have room service, and a piece of Italy when we visit an over-the-top Tuscan villa. The Dominican Republic may be a natural paradise, with beauty beyond that I imagined, but the people are also no strangers to luxurious real estate. I've been told that this next home is big enough to have its own zip code. This is a big house with the ocean view, mountain view. You have everything here. Tell me about this house.
Well, this is a home truly fit for behind the gates. Expansive ocean views as well as mountain views. Once again, superior craftsmanship, true luxury.
What would you say the style of this house is? It's like...
I would call this truly a Mediterranean home in the Caribbean atmosphere, in the tropical atmosphere.
I mean, there are so many beautiful spots as I walked around, but if you had to pick a spot and say this is like the feature of this house, where it would be?
Probably the room that we're standing in right now, because you have complete views of the ocean, of the mountains, as well as it's open, it's airy, you can catch a breeze anywhere. It's completely comfortable, completely quiet. Someplace where you can truly take in the house itself.
Is it one of the features of this property to complete privacy?
One of the features of this community is security, is privacy. You definitely will feel as if you're the only one, as if you're in your own private paradise.
Yeah, I saw the access to the beach. I believe that is a public beach, but I don't see anybody on there.
It actually isn't a public beach. It's an exclusive beach, exclusive to the residents here in this gated community. And the beach is probably, I would probably say, about 600 yards.
Oh, wow. Well, Nate, it's great standing here, but can we see the rest of the house?
Sure, let's go.
After you. The land and mansion have all the right features to be an investment property. This is an amazing house. The view is out of this world. Can you tell me a little bit about the amenities that this house offers?
Yeah, actually they offer anything you can imagine. From right when you come in the house, as soon as you get here, you'll constantly have somebody waiting on you, hand and foot. Whether you want a drink or you want to get a massage, we can have those ordered for you. From any sort of a beach activity to activity by the pool. If we know what the person's looking for before they get here, we can even accommodate even more so.
What is the size of the group that you cater to?
We've had groups as large as 22 to 23. We have had some smaller groups come through, sometimes maybe 10 people, depending on the group. If it's a business group, corporate meetings, sometimes people will come out. Family reunions, family who hasn't seen each other for months or years will come from all over different parts of the States and then meet here. Also weddings, it's primarily set up for weddings, and so we do a lot of those, anniversaries, birthdays, that sort of a thing.
house itself, the style of the house, how would you describe the style of the house?
It's built to where you can share together, share moments together, especially in the outdoor area. Partially, you can be outside and yet be under the shade. So you can share times together, whether you have good weather, bad weather. If it's real hot, you can be in the shade. If it's an afternoon, you might have a rainy day, you can be under there together. And it's really built around that theme where everybody can come together if they want. And if they want to get some rest or relaxation, they can go to their private room, whatever they're looking for. As much as they want to be involved with everybody or away from everybody, they can choose that.
My impression of Dominican Republic is you can get anything and you can do anything you want, really. As long as you know what it is and you can imagine it is possible.
That's correct. Yes, that's true.
We're sitting in my most favorite part of the house. It's small, well, not small, it's probably about 1,500 square foot annex separate from the house. What would you call this part of the house?
This part of the house, we call it the casita, which is small house in Spanish. And what that is an area where they have their own outdoor jacuzzi, private, just for whoever's staying here. It's a small, really, apartment. It has a kitchenette if they want to prepare something in the morning, something in the evening, whoever's staying there. And it's really for if we have kind of a special couple that comes out, whether it be maybe the couple that just got married, and this is could be their honeymoon suite, or if we have a large group and maybe older ones who don't want to be up till late at night, they can come and kind of get away from maybe the noise if they want to go to bed early. And also here on the balcony, they can get up in the morning and enjoy their coffee and have this view pretty much to themselves.
Still to come, a statement house that will have all the neighbors talking when Behind the Gates returns. Welcome back to Behind the Gates. I have traveled to the world's dream locations in search of a home. The Dominican Republic has played host to 5 unique properties with different themes. But the one thing they all share is a fantastic location and a relaxed island lifestyle. The next oceanfront property is situated cliffside, creating a dramatic backdrop to an amazing architectural estate. With a modern setting and opulent amenities, this home will have you living in the lap of luxury. This gorgeous home has a picture-perfect setting, resembling a castle by the sea. A castle in the tropics may seem out of place, but you are only bound by the limits of your imagination on this island. The large living space has an open floor plan, creating a huge entertaining space for your privileged guests. The stunning swimming pool with icy blue water and amazing backdrop of the beach is nothing short of amazing, with the added advantage of having the luxury gazebo set right in the middle of the pool. If I had ever dreamed about living on my own private paradise, the cliffside retreat gives you a feeling of pure isolation, with only your thoughts and the sea. From one seaside estate to the next. As I arrived, I could tell from the grand entrance that this home was going to be the very best on the island. The ornate halls of this Tuscan villa was a tribute to the love and care that went into the design and construction of this seaside dream home. The property is a second home for the owners and is used as a rental property for people who want to enjoy this level of opulence and beauty. Well, this house is a lot more different to the last one we saw. This has got different qualities. It had different stones, and basically I like this house a lot because of the way it's been designed inside.
Well, to be in the Caribbean, you're looking at a Tuscan-style villa versus a contemporary style, which is pretty popular, or even a Spanish villa, which is pretty common. So you're looking at something where the owners and designers actually brought in things that they discovered in Italy to the Dominican Republic.
have the best of both worlds. You have the climate, you have the ocean, you have the proximity to the United States, and then you have a beautiful Tuscany villa.
Exactly.
And it looks really nice inside. The artists work on the ceiling and everything else. That's an added bonus. Really, my question is, why would you sell this house? And this house is like free.
Well, whether you're going to live here or use it as an investment property, if you would use it as an investment property, this house pays for itself.
The Tuscan villa was by far one of the most stunning estates I had ever gained exclusive access to.
The Dominican Republic offers a lot of security, good living for affordable prices, not just for the wealthy, but for the average working person as well.
But the house has got so many advantages. I mean, talking about the house itself, it's got beautiful material that are local. The architecture is absolutely stunning. It resembles a lot of different variety of architecture, but it's mainly Tuscany. So you really got a really nice house in a very nice location. So how would you describe this house?
Well, I mean, I would describe this house as just simply amazing, very desirable. We're here oceanfront. We have ocean views 180 degrees as well as mountain views if you're looking out from in front of the house. Rich vegetation, common here to the region. I would describe it as far as the structure, they used top quality materials. We're standing on something called Coraline, which since it's here on the pool deck where it's sun all day, it doesn't retain the heat. It kind of reflects the heat, so somebody can walk around barefooted all day and not have to worry about burning their feet. If you don't like the pool, you have the beach, an exclusive beach right below. And plenty of outdoor living spaces for entertaining, for just enjoying ocean breeze. Trade winds run from north to south here, so there's always a constant breeze.
I think I've worked out why you come to Dominican Republic. It's beautiful properties at stealing prices.
Exactly.
Now, if you were to sell this house to me in one sentence, we've done this before, how would you sell this house to me? How would you make me remember this house?
If I were going to sell you this house, I would say you want to own this house because this is the epitome of Caribbean living.
Mixed with Tuscany.
Mixed with a bit of Tuscan.
Thank you very much, Lynn. It's a pleasure talking to you, as always. I had no idea what to expect from this tropical island. But along my journey, I meet some wonderful local people and even travelers around the globe who have chosen this island as their home. The beauty and culture of this place makes it hard to leave for any visitor. So if you are visiting, prepare to stay just a bit longer. My name is Vic Alavi, and it's been my pleasure to take you on a tour of these tropical paradise homes.